Hey everyone, it's Angela from Earrings by Angela joining you again with our second installment in the ABCs to Raising Your Vibes series. So today, first of all, thank you. If this is your first time joining us, you definitely want to catch up because it's a continuation, okay? Today we're going to talk about daily work. Now, in our last lesson, we talked about awareness. So this is the continuation. So that once you become aware of what's going on with your thoughts, your emotions, and in your body, it's time for the daily work. Okay? So raising your vibes isn't a one and done kind of thing. It actually takes work, and you have to work on it daily, because once you start with awareness, it's not like, okay, I'm aware of what's going on and I'm healed now. No, you got to work on this every day, just like your muscles. This is your thought muscle, okay? So you definitely, in order to keep your vibrations high, you have to constantly feed your mind with positivity, right? Limit the negative things that's coming in to any part of your area. That means your phone, your personal space. You know, things have a way of just coming in. And we get messaging from so many places that we really didn't realize. You know, you got to think commercial, that's subliminal messaging. When people, in-person conversations, the conversations we have on the phone, the conversations we have with ourselves. And that is the number one thing we're going to talk about today, is what conversations are you having with yourself, right? Are you speaking positively or negatively? And here's how we work that out. So a few ways to incorporate the daily work of keeping your vibes high. And it is work, you guys. Anything that's worth having is worth working for, right? We've all heard that. So a few ways to do this is through affirmations. We'll touch on that a little bit. Meditation, we'll touch on that. You know, setting good intention, and believe it or not, creative play, you guys. Creative play. That's going to be so much fun. So let's talk about, first and foremost, what messaging are you allowing to come into your personal space? Because remember, we just said that you have to feed your mind with positivity, right? So here's an example. When I used to work as a social work assistant, it has so many different labels for what I did. But on my way to work, because I knew that I was going to have a lot of negative conversations or be placed in a couple negative environments, you know, I want to boost myself up, you know. So I remember I would choose a hype song a day, right? So one of my hype songs, because I love Prince, one of my hype songs is Baby, I'm a Star. Y'all know that one. So if you don't, Google it. Baby, I'm a Star. Boy, I'm telling you, I think I almost had church and had to hit that brake a couple times. My foot was tapping while I was driving, but it got me hyped up. I was raising my vibes and being ready to be hyped up and positive and ready for, you know, my caseload, you know, my families and stuff, you know, because you don't want to come in with doom and dread and they got something going on. You know what I'm saying? So hype yourself up with positivity. And another thing I would do to make sure that I was staying positive is I would listen to motivational messages, motivational speakers. And I can tell you my two favorite is Les Brown. Y'all know Les Brown. Y'all know him. And Lisa Nichols. And if you don't know who Lisa Nichols is, you should by now. But if you don't know, she was a black lady on The Secret. And I actually had the pleasure of meeting her in person. She's a lovely woman. She's amazing. And I was like, oh my gosh, you are my god sister. I'm just letting you know that. I told her that. And we laughed and all that. But it was amazing. So I would feed, you know, I would play the videos from YouTube as I'm driving on the way and on the way home. You know, because prior to all this, I would probably be listening to, you know, The Breakfast Club or, you know, stuff like that, or Charlemagne and all that. But I was like, you know what? I don't care who the donkey of the day is. I don't want to be the donkey of the day. No offense against them. I'm just saying this was my mindset at that time. So I made the conscious choice after, you know, being aware that, you know, my thoughts are affecting my actions and affecting my emotions. I had to make a change, you know, because I wanted to make sure that I was in the right spot for myself so that I could serve others in a positive way and be uplifting and encouraging. And in short, that paid off, you guys. In more ways than I could ever imagine. My health got better because prior to all this, you know, I was having little panic attacks. I didn't know what they were. I thought I was having a heart attack. I was like, am I at the age? Is there really an age for a heart attack? You know, it's going to happen if it's going to happen. But that's what I thought I was going through. You know, I was very lethargic, and, you know, some days I was just like, I don't wanna, I'm gonna just stay home today. You know, it was that type of thing. So, but when I started to change and feed my self with positivity every morning, and I'm telling you, when I say, even before I got in the car, here's where it actually started. I would get up and I would say, and I still do this, so I shouldn't say was, but I do get up. I established a routine because guess what? Skip over to that third part, setting good intention. My intention was I'm going to be grateful. So I would wake up and I said, thank you, Father, for allowing me to see this day. And that would happen before my feet even hit the floor. I'm still laying on my back in the bed or whatever position I'm in, because sometimes you have that chalk line position where you're on your stomach and yeah, that's that good sleep, y'all. But I would set the intention and I would start my day with gratitude and my world started changing. So you got to think, if I start with gratitude and then I'm going in with positivity and I'm passing smiles and compliments and positivity around, then I come home and I end with gratitude, saying what I'm thankful for this day. You know, an example, I'm thankful that Miss Such and Such, this is a true story. One of my, the grandmothers that was on one of my cases, she called me and she said, Miss Angela, I just felt in my spirit that I needed to sing to you today. And I said, what? Okay, I'm ready to receive. And when I tell you she had that Southern gospel church voice and she sang to me, I'm not lying, I cried at my desk. Yep, I'm one of those people. I cried at my desk and I told her, I said, thank you. You just don't know how much you made my day. So, you know, positivity is just as contagious as negativity. It's a choice, though. So back to affirmations, because I said a few ways to work daily is through affirmations. Affirmations is really it's whatever you speak, and you're using your conscious mind, and so that your subconscious mind, right, is going to absorb it and make it come true. So basically, whatever you're speaking it into existence, whether it's positive or negative. And that's what affirmations are. You know, it's a tool that you use and that you recite over and over again, and you're bringing those words into fruition, right? So let's say that you say today, you know what? God, you say you just got out the shower, you're getting in the shower, you're getting ready for work, whatever, and you're getting dressed or whatever you're doing. You walk past the mirror and you look and be like, oh my God, my hair is just, oh God, it's horrible. Or, oh, where did this shaking in my arm come from? And you start judging yourself. You say, oh my God, I'm so fat. Or, dang, I'm so unhealthy. And guess what? You're going to stay that way because you're saying this is the continuation that I want. These are the results that I want to continue to receive. And you're lowering your vibes by speaking like that about yourself, right? So now, are you going to feel happy? No, now you're feeding your insecurities. Instead, you should be saying, girl, look at your fine ass. You know you look good today. Yet I look amazing. Look at my hair. It is changing. It may not be what I had in mind, but hey, we just gonna go with the flow with this, because I am still rocking it. I don't care what I look like. I shouldn't say I don't care what I look like, but you know what I'm saying? So it's that difference. And, we'll talk more about that later. I'm giving you, quick examples. But there is a Power of Affirmations course that goes a lot deeper and has a lot more, techniques, and of course a workbook. And I'll tell you more about that at the end of the video if you are interested. So then, meditation. Meditation is a way that we are shutting off our mind to all the clutter, all the stuff. We get so many, like I said, we get so many messages. Do this, do that, believe this, and it's like, woo, information overload. Like, oh my gosh, yep, I just need to sit in silence for a moment to hear what my thoughts are. Like, hello, that's me knocking on this, but that's your spirit knocking, your intuition knocking, like, hey, I got something to tell you, but you're too busy to listen. You asked me about your next move. I'm trying to answer you, but you can't hear me because of all the noise. Shut up and listen. Let's have a conversation. Okay, it may not be that tough. But that's what meditation is. And so an example, one of my sisters got upset about someone. And she kept repeating, because of a situation, she kept repeating the story to everyone who would hear. And she said, I'm not mad. I'm just going to let this play out. She got on the phone with this person A. She told that story. She came back to me. Because you know what? It's okay. I'm cool because this not finna affect me. I'm just going to let it blow over. Okay. But you didn't repeat it about 3 times, because I heard the original. Then I was there for the conversation. And then you had a phone conversation with person A. Now you didn't call person B. But see, guess what? You never told the person who you were actually upset with. And you said, I'm not going to let it bother me. But what is happening, what had happened was you, or I'm saying like as if I'm talking to my sister, because this is what I said to her. I said, boo, stop meditating on that. She said, I'm not meditating. I said, yes, you are. You keep repeating the story over and over and over and over. Not only is it in your mind, it's in your language. And you said it doesn't bother you, but baby, it's bothering you. And now it has your energy. You upset because you keep pondering this idea over and over and over and over. And that's what meditation is, right? You're repeating it over and over and over. That's a form of meditation. There's different forms, you guys. And of course, there's a course for that tells you about the different forms. I'll let y'all know all about that at the end, but that's what it is. So guess what? Here's the secret. You're meditating whether you do it intentionally or unconsciously. That example I gave of my sister, she was doing her meditation unconsciously. It wasn't intentional. She didn't understand because she wasn't aware. You know what I'm saying? And so, of course, I made her aware. Like, bro, stop. You're killing the vibe. You're killing the vibe. Don't kill your own vibe. You were doing good up until this point. And then I had to bring it in with, but be thankful for, ... You know what I'm saying? So, daily work, your affirmations, your meditation. And it doesn't have to be, you can set aside time to do it, or you can do it at work where you are. You can meditate wherever you are. You want to let that positive energy in where you can get quiet and focus. on what your desires are. Okay. So that's an example. Setting good intention. I gave that example already. Let's talk about creative play. Okay. So creative play helps you become, more positive, in your thinking. There are so many examples of this, but you see, here's a great one. They have coloring books for adults, right? And remember when you used to color as a kid, you'd be just coloring, just all up in it. You may blend 3 different colors. I think a lot of artists came out of this coloring stage, right? But you're able to focus. And when you're focused in this, then you're allowing, because this is creative play, you're breaking outside of the routine, outside of the norm. And this is another way to connect with your higher self, to create a positive situation for yourself, so that you're not taking life too seriously. Creative play is, hey, I got a date today with myself. I'm going to karaoke. Now, you know what? I think I'm going to call up a friend. And you're not worried about what's going on in the world. You're not worried about, who did what to who and what. You are in that moment singing your heart out and singing Proud Mary and acting like Tina Turner, and you got Ike on the guitar, the bass. That was a thing. That's a real thing, y'all. Creative play. You're going outside and you're like, you know what? I'm about to go play basketball with my kids, or let's do old school. Let's play hide and seek. Now, don't y'all grown folks bring back hide and go get it, cause y'all remember that? I never played that, cause I was like, I don't understand. And my older cousins had to tell me what it was. I was like, "Oh, I'm telling." I didn't tell because you get beat up. But creative play. Maybe you decide, I'm gonna pick up an instrument, or you just drumming on your desk. Creative play. You're allowing your inner child to have freedom of expression. And what happens when you do that? Because you're just playing. Nothing serious. Nothing has to be perfect, because there is no such thing as perfection. You know what I'm saying? So that brings us to, we're getting into our homework, you guys. A great place to start is by asking yourself, what do you like? And what does your dream life look like? And start setting goals on getting there. So here's your homework. Take a snapshot. Well, what's going on in my life right now? What's one thing that's going on in my life right now? Okay. In 3 years, focusing on this one thing, right? In 3 years, where do I see myself? Do I see myself still doing this or being like this? Or, so my life right now, let's do relationship. My life right now, I'm single. Where do I want to be in 3 years? Do I want to still be single in 3 years? Would I like to have a serious relationship? Or would I just like to, have a companionship with the opposite sex? It doesn't have to be a committed relationship, but hey, if I want to go to the movies or eat dinner, can we call each other? Companionship. And then if that's what your desire is, what's the first step you're going to take to get there? Right? So if I'm single and I say, you know what, I want a relationship. Well, the first step to get there, before anyone else could love me, I better learn how to love myself. So my first step is connecting with self. Because I have to find my happiness, because my happiness is not in another person. That's the reality, right? So then I might be like, dang, okay, so I'm going to love myself. That's the first step. Now, under that, I'm just going to write, well, how are 3 things that I can accomplish this goal, right? Okay, and so another area in my life right now, I'm eating too many snacks. Dang, I'm going to use myself as an example because I don't want to, I'm eating too many snacks. Listen. I keep eating these snacks. In 3 years, where am I going to be at? What do I want? Have I changed in 3 years, I would like to change within this time. I want to change to a healthier lifestyle. So what's my step to get there? Because I'm aware that this is a habit I don't want to keep up. Otherwise, I'm going to be on my 600-pound life. Shout out to Dr. Now, because I do watch that show. But I mean, in 3 years, I see myself running marathons. I want to do a 5K, or, you know what? In 3 years, I want to be at the level where I've taken a cooking class and I've learned how to cook healthier, or, whatever the case is. But I've limited the snacks, and I'm eating healthier foods. Now, snacks could be, from Doritos to oranges. You know what I'm saying? That would be a step to get there. Okay, today I'm going to trade out. I'm going to not buy the Doritos. I'm going to trade the Doritos for, what's my favorite fruit? I'm going to go with oranges. And so every time I crave Doritos today, I'm going to be like, no, you know what? Try an orange. It's not going to be easy. Or if you have to have that crunchy, you know what? I think I'll make some homemade popcorn. Y'all leave that microwave popcorn alone. Okay, leave that alone. But I'm going to make some homemade popcorn and make it for a week. And so when I want something crunchy, I can just get a cup of popcorn or something. That's going to be the first step. So then after that, I'm kind of leaning away from the snacks. From the unhealthy snacks. Oh, you know what? My next step, because I did that. I maxed that. 3 little steps under there. Maybe I want to learn how to cook a new recipe today. Because instead of snacking, maybe I need to make something that's going to keep me a little fuller. I'm going to either go get this cookbook, or I'm going to go on YouTube and find out, what kind of healthy meals I can make in less than 30 minutes. Or something. I live by myself. I'm single, remember? I don't want to do leftovers. I need to look up some cooking for one videos that I can just, but do you see how that goes? Daily work. And so, one powerful affirmation that you can use for the next 30 days, because I did kind of skip that. You really want to think about it. And if you don't do affirmations, or you don't understand how to use affirmations, again, there's a class for that. And it teaches you how to write your affirmations. Okay. But let's just, for the sake of this video, pretend that I already know how to use affirmations. So I'm going to choose one, right? I'm going to say, I'll give you mine. I am whole and complete in myself. Okay. And I'm just going to keep saying that every day. So when I get up in the morning, I do my routine, and every time something happens, I'm like, but you know what? I'm whole and complete in myself. I'm going to say it with attitude, because I want to feel it. You know what I'm saying? So Lisa Nichols says something to the point of, when I wake up in the morning, I love myself, and anything extra is a bonus. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect for other people to love me. My job is to love me. So that is an example. Well, okay. I loved it. What did you think? What is one thing that you're going to focus on first? As part of your daily work? What is, write in the comments, or if you want to email me, keep it private. It is whatever you want to do. But share, what is one step that you're going to take? What's one technique that you're going to focus on, at least for the next 3 days? I love the power of 3, right? At least for the next 3 days. What is something that you want to focus on, in order to get your vibrations going in a more positive way? Okay, so let me know. Let us know. It's a conversation. I'm not just up here talking. You can't see me anyway, but I'm in here. Stop playing. So that concludes tonight's lesson, or today's lesson, whenever you're looking at this. And remember, the replay is always up in our Earrings by Angela group until Friday, and then it will be released to YouTube on Saturdays for those who are not Facebookers, right? I will put the link to the additional courses, and I told you about the Power of Affirmations course, where you will learn the different ways to use affirmations, okay, and how to write one that's personalized for yourself. And then there's that workbook to go with that. There's also the link that's included for the meditation course, where you learn different ways to meditate. So it's not just, the regular basic meditation that everyone talks about. There are different forms, you guys. Hey, boss your life up. And so those are the things. And then if you want to download the workbook, there's the link to the workbook for this course, the ABCs of raising your vibes that actually work. Okay, and there is a small investment of, my favorite number is 7, so I had to go with 777. And the wonderful thing about the workbook is you can download it as many times as you want. I do ask that you do not share it with your friends, though. This is for personal, and so it does have the copyright statement in the book, you guys. Yeah, yep, gotta do it, gotta protect, my rights. And so, yep. So I will talk to you all later, and don't forget to download this actual worksheet. Now, this worksheet is free because I need you to do your homework. Every session has a sheet that is accessible, and it is straight from our ABCs of Raising Your Vibes workbook, okay? But because it's the focus of our lesson, I am releasing this for free to download, so you can do the homework. You don't have to take notes, okay? So thank you for joining me. I will see you in the next series on forgiveness. Ooh, what are we going to say about that, y'all? That's deep. That's deep. And we'll go a little deep. So I will see you soon. Thanks again for joining me.